All I know is Ross Atkins, Mark Shapiro, Ross Atkins. You guys need to do something. This is ridiculous. I cannot watch another game.
Holy crap, Daniel. I don't know what to say anymore, dude. Like, the bullpen is just making me want to jump off a bridge. Like, I don't know what to talk about. And then the management of the bullpen is even worse. Like, what is Montoyo doing? Why is he still hired? Why does he still have a job? Why is he not fired? Why am I not the manager? Like, I don't know. So many unanswered questions.
I mean, we've been gone for what, 2-3 weeks now, and literally the whole time we've just been stressing about Montoya and this bullpen and the Jays. I'm not gonna lie, they're underperforming like crazy. So this is gonna be a very interesting video to come back on.
Yeah, I mean, the batting lineup, fantastic. The pitching rotation, surprisingly, been fantastic. The bullpen is a bunch of Tanner Roarks. I can't believe it. Like, even guys we can trust. We can't trust him anymore. Like, you see Castro yesterday? He sucked. He royally sucked. Couldn't throw a strike to save his life. Chatwood is just... I don't even want to talk about him. Tim Mesa, not bad recently. Romano, he's been clutch. But everybody else, bad.
I mean, to be fair, this is the only thing I will defend Charlie with, is majority of the guys that he originally, coming to the season, was going to use are hurt.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I'm gonna give Charlie, is that with the injuries he's dealt with, he's done a decent job with the bullpen.
Yeah,
and I say decent very, very loosely, because
I do want to.
There are still calls that are just ridiculous.
Yeah, like there's been a couple games, like last night's game against the Yankees. That's 100% on the bullpen. That wasn't his fault. He put in his best guys in the situation, and they suck. Like, nothing you can do about there. But other games...
On Sunday, probably a week ago, this video came out, or Monday a week ago, whatever, when Vladdy hit that clutch, like, 9th inning home run.
Yeah.
Bullpen blew it in the 9th.
And that was 100% Montoyo's fault. Like, you have... Who do we have? Verdugo, Bogarts, Devers, and JD Martinez coming up to bat. And you throw in Dolis, who already imploded against the Red Sox earlier in the season, instead of putting in your closer, Jordan Romano.
The thing is, he had Romano warming up.
Mm-hmm. He did have
and
Romano
he's like,
warming up.
And the thing, and the commentators were like, oh, if they get the lead, like, when Dolis came in, they were like, oh, they're probably going to, Montoya said he was going to use Romano if he had the lead. But this reminds me a lot of Wild Card 2016.
Yep.
Baltimore Orioles.
Yep.
Right? You have the lead. No, it's game tied. Bottom of 9. You're supposed to throw your closer. And they threw their mop-up man. And look what happened.
Ubaldo Jimenez. Instead of arguably could have won the MVP, Zach Britton.
Britton was lights out that. And I am nowhere near saying that Jordan Romano is Zach Britton.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that tie game, bottom of 9, throw your closer.
Yeah, trust your best guy, not your second best, or what is Dolis now, your third best, fourth best? I don't even know.
Whatever he is, first, second, third, dead last, I don't care. He is not the best closer at that option.
I mean, he's definitely not Tyler Chatwood bad, but still.
I get it if Romano pitched the day before.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Like, save him, rest his arm. You don't want him getting Tommy John. But he was fine. He was ready to go. He was going to come in the game if they had the lead.
Daniel, the game before, we won 18-4. Just remember that. We won 18-4 that game. So Romano, he didn't pitch. I don't even believe he pitched the game before that. So what's going on with Romano? I don't know. But it's a bunch of questionable calls, like Charlie not pulling people when he should be pulling people. Charlie pulling people when he should not be pulling people, like Tim Mesa last night. I don't know why he pulled them. Charlie also pulling our starters way too early to have our bullpen implode. It's bad. Like every call he does, I question it. That shouldn't happen.
I mean, there's some games where I get you, like, you need to pull the starter if they're young. Like for example, Alex Manoah, right? If you can get six innings out of him, is like 8 innings out of Ryu.
Yeah.
Right? That because he's a rookie and he's young and whatever, right? It's the
Agreed.
same
Yeah.
for Nate Pearson. 60 innings out of Nate Pearson's, 8 innings out of Ryu.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, Ryu yesterday was dealing. Sure, he had 90 pitches or whatever, but
Go
they
one
couldn't
more
touch
inning.
him.
Go one more
Yeah,
inning. I don't
like,
understand why. And then you know what would have happened? They wouldn't have put in Anthony Castro for that inning, and they wouldn't have given up those runs. In hindsight's 2020. But still,
I wanted to talk about Anthony Castro here because Montoya's relying on him like he's a hidden gem. Anthony Castro's a Rule 5 pickup from the Tigers.
Yes,
He's already stunk in the
Tigers
in the
Rule
big
5
league
pick.
before. Like he's probably he's a young guy, good pickup. I love the pickup for Anthony Castro, but you cannot be using him like he's your Jordan Romano, like he's your, I don't know, Kirby Yates was supposed to be, like he's a top end reliever.
He's
Like, you know
pretty
what I
much
mean? Like
the
he's
setup
he's
man
a young
now.
guy. He's basically a rookie.
Isn't he like 25? Like I love the potential he's got, but he's no like Aroldis Chapman. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. There's
He's
some
literally
moves.
been thrown into the deep end and go here.
Yeah, but to be fair, Phelps, Yates, Baraki, Merriweather, all hurt. So
Yes. Like
this-
Lee said, the only reason I will give Charlie credit, he's done decent with what he's had with the arms, but just
Yeah.
wrong people at wrong time. That's
yeah,
the main
and I
thing
wanna
with Charlie.
ask you this, Daniel. What do you think we could do right now with this bullpen? Like, do we trade for somebody? Do we just suck it up and wait for somebody to come back, or do we sign someone?
there's no other option. We need to trade. It's ridiculous. And Charlie said in his press conference yesterday, basically calling out front office saying, like,
He needs people.
when am I gonna get a new reliever?
Yeah, and honestly, if we're going big, if we're going in for a reliever, I think we go bigger, we go home. Like, I would do a one-on-one trade, Groshans for Josh Hader. I would do that in a heartbeat. And I love Jordan Groshans, but Josh Hader is elite, and we could use him on this team. We could also pick up Ian Kennedy from the Texas Rangers.
Ian Kennedy is a very, very good pickup.
Yep.
He has the most saves in the MLB right now.
Yes.
I think he's like 31 or whatever the save is. Like, he's only blown one save the entire year.
Yeah, he's got like a 2.21 ERA. I checked today.
Yeah, high K guy, low walk guy, veteran pitcher. I really like Ian Kennedy.
I would like
and
him.
I think he's cheap.
He would be. He's on Texas. We could also trade for Daniel Hudson of the Washington Nationals. Remember, we dished him off in 2019, and he won a World Series with the Nationals. So I'm sure he'd like to come back.
Yeah.
I mean, we could even trade for Richard Rodriguez, the guy in the Pirates, but I think other teams are probably more linked to him than us. But those three guys we mentioned, Hader, big bombshell right there. I would love him. I would love Ian Kennedy. I would love, who the other guy said? Daniel Hudson. There's probably, and there's a bunch of other guys too that are probably having good years that we don't even know about. Like, I think there's somebody on Baltimore who's doing really well, and it's Baltimore, so like we'll take him. So
I think the only reason we're gonna get Hader is we have to be like probably 2 games or 3 games out of the top by the deadline. And I mean, we have a huge homestand, or not homestand, we got a huge series coming up against like Baltimore soon, where we're facing them like 12 times in a row, so that could help.
Hey, Daniel,
But,
actually, breaking news, Jays just put out some roster moves. So Patrick Murphy was reinstated from the 60-day injured list. Travis Bergen was reinstated from the 10-day injured list. He's optioned to AAA. And Carl Edwards Jr. is on the 10-day with a left oblique strain.
I mean, Patrick Murphy's the guy who could help this bullpen. I'm not saying he's gonna be
Come up, I'll take him.
like the answer to
Screw
it,
it.
but he's a decent little arm. So
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm going to say no to more bullpen help because I don't trust Chatwood. I don't trust Dolis. I don't trust... I think we have Saucedo now. He's never pitched yet. We still have him. I somewhat trust Castro. Am I missing anybody? I trust... I sort
all
of
I know
trust
is
Pans.
Ross Atkins, Mark Shapiro, Ross Atkins. You guys need to do something. This is ridiculous. I cannot watch another game where Ryu throws 7 or 8 beautiful innings of baseball.
Yep.
Only for A, Charlie to put in the wrong guy, or B, the bullpen to blow it. I cannot watch this anymore.
Yeah, and
Ross
it's-
Stripling gives you 6 innings, and then you blow it for the last 4. I
Yeah,
can't
I was
do
going to
this
say,
anymore.
it's not even Ryu. Like, we're getting elite performances from everybody right now, which, I mean, knock on wood, that keeps happening. But, like...
Knock on wood, Stripling, Mats.
Sadly,
Manoah's
Mats is
been
hurt
pretty
right
good.
now, but...
Yeah, Mats.
Oh no, he's on
he
COVID
was
list.
pitching.
COVID list, yeah, he
Yeah.
was pitching. Manoah's been well. Robbie Ray's been our ace.
Robbie Ray's been disgusting. Ryu's Ryu, like They are pitching really well.
And the only thing, like, we could be like first in the AL East if this bullpen hasn't blown so many games, or Charlie hasn't blown so many games. So
Maybe
something
not
needs to be done.
first. Maybe not
Yeah,
first.
maybe
But
second.
we would definitely be a lot closer to first. We would
Yeah,
not be 8 games
sure.
back or whatever it is right now.
Well, just think, we could have easily split that 4-game series where we got swept by Tampa. We could have split that,
Yeah.
so that would have made us closer. We should have arguably swept the Red Sox, but our bullpen and Charlie moves just didn't help. We could have won 2 out of 3 in the White Sox series, and we should have swept the Cleveland series. So
We would be, I think, like a game or two back right now. Which,
Exactly.
At that point, that's when I say make the Josh Hader move, as long as it's not, gonna risk the whole future of the Jays. But yeah,
Exactly. I just don't know what to say anymore. Like, I'm pissed off. Everybody else is pissed off. Like, we don't want to see Dolis blowing games. We don't want to see Tyler Chatwood come in the bottom of the ninth in a 1-run game because he's not going to throw a strike. Like, the only guy we can trust is Romano, and he seems to go every third day. So, yeah, I don't know what's happening.
I think that's a good place to call it, Chris. At this point, we're just being a dead horse. At this point, it's nothing. Our opinion's not going to change unless the Jays make a move.
Yeah, and I think it should be 3, not 1, because one guy would not fix this team.
Yeah.
All right, I think it's a good time
At
to wrap
least
it up.
two relievers. At least 2 relievers by the deadline, guys. And with that being said, we're gonna wrap this up. Just to let you guys know, new videos on the channel every Sunday, probably like 3 o'clock or something. That's gonna be the goal.
Yes.
And yeah, like and subscribe, mention to your friends, and everyone type "Bill Crapsy" in the comments. We'll see you guys all later. Goodbye.